Hey everybody, Mike from Taylor Guitars, hanging out at Sweetwater, and today I wanted to bring to you for the first time the V-Class braced guitars. Now this is something that we think is going to be revolutionary and the most impactful design on acoustic guitars in over 150 years. Now obviously the X-Brace has been the most important design feature for many years across all different brands, including Taylor's. And it's helped Taylor's become award-winning, in fact, in certain areas, which is wonderful. And there's really nothing wrong with the X-Brace and how it provides a complete array of sound. But what it does have is a built-in compromise between volume and sustain. Now, the way that the X-Brace moves, which is kind of like on an XYZ plane, it kind of rolls around like the ocean. But what that inherently does to the top is it doesn't allow volume or sustain to actually come up together. When we think of sustain, we think of rigidity or stiffness, so picture a solid body electric. It's a very stiff block of wood with the neck coming off of it, but it also has an incredible amount of sustain even though I can't hear anything until I actually amplify. On the flip side, I think about volume, which gives me this need for flexibility. Think about a banjo, the loudest instrument on the planet with an immediate decay once its note is hit, right? That drum head expels a really loud sound and then it's over. So, what we've designed is the V-Class bracing, which is going to have this continual rigidity from the tail of the instrument all the way to the top. And that allows the guitar now to rock kind of on an axis, like a teeter-totter or a seesaw. So I'm getting volume controls out of the wings of the guitar, and I'm getting this center point, which creates this stiffness or this sustain. The other thing that actually was achieved by doing this, even though it wasn't originally intentional, was the fact that the InTunis or the intonation of the guitar was improved. Now, many guitar players think that compensation is what we would call intonation. And compensation would be adjusting the heights of the saddle or the way that the nut is cut or the angle in which the guitar body is put in with its neck. We haven't changed any of that. What we've done is now allowed this complete in-tuneness on any part of this fingerboard across the high or the low registers to be in perfect tune because the V-Class bracing allows all of those non-necessary notes, we'll say, kind of get removed. The V-Class is a much better translator from the energy that's happening in the top to the ear. That music that we hear is more in tune with everything else. So these are functions that you'll find when you get the guitar in your hands. You'll feel an incredible balance of volume and an enormous amount of sustain anywhere on the fingerboard, but moreover, this sense of in-tuneness as you work your way across the entire fingerboard. Some of the features that you're going to notice when you're actually holding or looking at a guitar that has a V-Class bracing pattern is twofold. First, the nut, which is actually black. It's a graphite material infused with Teflon, something that's going to give you a lot of rigidity and keep those strings nice and safe. And second is the label inside the guitar. And Bob Taylor will tell you directly, the respect of the builder goes on the label. So this label has been completely redesigned from the ground up, giving that respect to our master builder, Andy Powers. His signature now is on the line, and Bob Taylor's signature, which is on just about everything else we've ever done, is now a recessed watermark on the back of the label. This is our passing of the torch, if you will, as Bob continues on his design quest and his forestry initiatives and his sustainable forestry around the world. Andy Powers' efforts are now being showcased in V-Class, amongst other things, that are now giving him the opportunity to be on that label. If you have any more interest in talking about V-Class, just give your Sweetwater sales engineer a call and they can run you through all the options and tell you which models it's currently available on.